Good evening and welcome to my final case presentation. So I did my final case on Chipotle. So just some background on Chipotle in the final case study. Just Chipotle is a Mexican restaurant focused on variety and efficiency when delivering meals to the customer. The case focused specifically on 2016 and a little bit onwards when Chipotle had numerous outbreaks of E. coli, which caused customers to become sick. They happen in different areas across the country, and it negatively impacted the country's or the Chipotle's reputation as a company. They responded by working closely with the FDA. They closed a lot of restaurants until it was 100% safe to come back and eat there. They instituted a lot of different cleaning aspects to really make sure they were cleaning above and beyond what they needed to, according to the FDA. And they also changed aspects of their ingredients. They made sure that every supplier was approved by them, and that the supplier went through a rigorous set of standards that Chipotle set. To revamp the brand after such an incident happened, they had a lot of different advertisements. They delved into a lot of online advertisements and promotions, as well as giving promotions to police officers and firefighters and nurses. And they really aim to bring a variety of customers back to their brand. They also went with an all fresh, all organic ingredient menu, with ingredients only coming from those company approved vendors. And they had to meet the variety of company standards. And they also ended up going with the new CEO in an attempt to change how the company was viewed. So my first recommendation for how Chipotle should go on after this all happened would be to attempt to expand the non-meat options of the menu. Right now in the United States and in the world, the rise for sustainable protein is continuing to grow, and a lot of people are not viewing meat as sustainable, and they're hoping for non-meat products are viewed as more sustainable and better to eat for the environment. And it would just allow for more options for vegetarians and vegans to come to the store and increase the who they're aiming at. And the vegetarian vegan population is rising. While this may go against the goal of having a small menu that you can customize, you could just rotate these non-meat options to kind of bring in customers at different times by announcing that you're bringing back one non-meat product and getting rid of one, and to mix up the variety. And it would also align with the new CEO's push for a creative and an innovative menu. The new CEO did a lot of push for a creative and innovative menu when he was working at Taco Bell and the CEO there. And it would really work well with what he would like to do. Second recommendation I would have would just be to let the new CEO merge his tactics that he used at Taco Bell and go with Chipotle culture. Chipotle culture is definitely efficiency, quality, and like aiming towards customer with having a small menu so that you can produce the food very quickly. But the new CEO, when he was at Taco Bell, really ramped up the Taco Bell's financial ability, and that's kind of where Chipotle lacks in a competitive advantage. They don't really have the financial ability that Taco Bell now has. And if you let the CEO did what he did at Taco Bell while also following the Chipotle culture and strategy, he's going to be able to boost up that financial. He also advocates for an innovative, creative menu, which works with what Chipotle wants to do. They want a small menu that you can create, and each customer would have its own personalized menu, basically. And the Taco Bell or the new CEO would work well with that idea already. He also had a great strong marketing campaign over at Taco Bell, and Chipotle already has that, but he would offer new ways to do things that could change, because when he instituted that at Taco Bell, it really increased their sales. So whatever he was doing over there worked. And if you put that Chipotle, who already has a strong brand in the marketing campaign, it will only boost it. And his ideas and values already work well with what Chipotle wants to do and is doing currently. And a third recommendation that I have would be to vertically integrate food suppliers in the supply value chain. So by vertically, I mean backwards vertically. It would reduce the worry that suppliers are meeting standards, and especially in a post-pandemic world that we are living in, where everything is about how the supply chain is may cause some issues getting food in. If you backwards integrate and you have your own farms instead of relying on vendors to do it, you can then supplement with your own product from the verified supplier. So if anything, if you yourself can't produce the lettuce that you need to, you can then go to those verified suppliers, and it would definitely can be used as an advertisement way to just look at the from our fields to your table, all organic. We made the product, and now we're selling you the product. It would really go well with them looking at to be quality and be for the customer, food with integrity. Well, how can you kind of have integrity when you're not producing the food? Well, now you can. If Chipotle does go back and have their own farms instead of buying from suppliers, they can really show that they have food with integrity because they're the ones making the food, growing the food, making sure the food is all organic, and then they're putting that for the customer to have. So just a conclusion, Chipotle did have some major scares in the 2010s, but they're still one of the best restaurants for fast and quality food. And me personally, I forgot that this even happened until I read the case and then remembered. So for the young population who, me, myself included, eat a lot of Chipotle, if we're already forgot about this, other people will already forget about this. And they're still going to continue to be one of the most popular places to eat, especially as they continue to build back their brand from what happened in 2016 to 2018. And they easily have the potential to pass Taco Bell in all aspects. Taco Bell, in my opinion, is their biggest competitor only because they've been around for around the same time and they're just bigger. But Chipotle definitely can pass them as well easily just with what they're doing. But with the new CEO, I definitely think that they're able to elevate themselves and do better. Thank you.